to go. Path to Freedom and Bletchley Castle are the first two to show. They're being chased by the Beekeeper, who's going to take off in third place then, followed by Rattle the Cage. And then comes U2 Pet, Bad Leroy Brown, with She's Real and Lord Usher whipping the 9-strong field in as they race down the bottom of the course towards fence number 2. Bletchley Castle has raced into an 8-length lead over Path to Freedom, crossing this fence. The Beekeeper in third, Rattle the Cage is in fourth place then, with U2 Pet and She's Real and Hollow Tree, Bad Leroy Brown and Lord Usher. Turning up on the side of the course, 2 plain fences awaiting them up here, and Bletchley Castle, in the hands of Tommy O'Brien, has an advantage of a dozen lengths or so, and didn't get very high at that fence at all. Parted the birch, but survived the error. Path to Freedom is giving chase in second position then for John Dawson, the orange and black colours with the white cap. The Beekeeper, Andrew Glass, will take this fence in third position, or in fact a share of second. Rattle the Cage is behind those in fourth. Then Hollow Tree in the beige and black stripes with She's Real, red and dark green and half sleeves. U2 Pet, the green and yellow, the stable seeking a quick double this afternoon as the leader jumps the fence in front of us here with quite a long advantage, be 15 lengths or so now. Bad Leroy Brown towards the tail of the runners, who make this turn and race towards the first of 3 fences along here, and Lord Usher finds himself at the back of the field. Leaders come back to its field now, only 4 lengths in front. Bletchley Park with Path to Freedom giving chase in second, going quite a good clip because they're quite well strung out. The Beekeeper with his pink sleeves in third place. The open ditch for the first time, good jump by the leading trio. Rattle the Cage was over it in fourth position then from She's Real and Hollow Tree. Bad Leroy Brown is next, followed by U2 Pet and Lord Usher. Fence number 8, last one along this side of the course, and Bletchley Park, not as far clear, jumping okay though, just the one blunder noted so far. Leads by probably 5 lengths into the turn. Will take them to the cross fence here at Sheriff Hutton. Path to Freedom, John Dawson. Dawson's won here a couple of times in the past. Seems to enjoy here. Beekeeper's just driven along for a stride as they cross this next fence, and then Rattle the Cage, who's followed by She's Real and Hollow Tree, Bad Leroy Brown, and then U2 Pet, and finally Lord Usher. That's the 9 runners that make their way back towards home along the side of the course here. Bletchley Castle continues to make the running and leads by half a dozen lengths or so. Path to Freedom and John Dawson sitting in second place, and with Rattle the Cage close up in third, followed then by She's Real and Hollow Tree. Bad Leroy Brown and U2 Pet are with those, and still Lord Usher. This will be the final one next time around, and Bletchley Park jumped it okay, better than he did on the first occasion, and making the run back towards the enclosures here. Bletchley Park, 4 lengths in front of Path to Freedom. Rattle the Cage and William Easterby up in third place then. She's Real is in fourth, Hollow Tree is in fifth place taking this next one, and then comes U2 Pet, has work to do. U2 Pet, Bad Leroy Brown alongside, Lord Usher and the Beekeeper is really struggling at the back of the field, so making their way to the first of the 3 down here. Bletchley Park, Path to Freedom is only a length and a half down. Bletchley Park took a real chance with that fence, did well to get away with it, but still has a 2-length advantage over Path to Freedom. Rattle the Cage is in third position then as they jump the open ditch for the final time. and then U2 Pet and Bad Leroy Brown. Hollow Tree is losing touch with the others, along with Lord Usher, and the Beekeeper was pulled up, I think, before the open ditch. Last fence along the side of the course, Bletchley Park, not getting too high, and Rattle the Cage made a blunder that time and lost 2 or 3 lengths when he was trying to pick up the leaders. So they race towards the exit from this side of the course. Bletchley Park, yet to be headed, but Path to Freedom looks on good terms with himself in second, and then She's Real in third, being driven along by Tom Chatfield Roberts, and then U2 Pet and Harry Thorpe Codman back in 4th place. Rattle the Cage got close to that and lost further ground. Lord Usher went past that one, and then Bad Leroy Brown, and I think the Hollow Tree will be pulled up by Christopher Ness. So in line for home, 2 fences left to jump, and Bletchley Park has had them at it from the get-go. Path to Freedom is 3 lengths down in second. There are these 2 fences left to jump. Path to Freedom is touched along by John Dawson. Bletchley Park could be running on fumes in front though. Here's the second last, just a half a length separated Bletchley Park and Path to Freedom, as they have 1 more fence left to jump here. And Bletchley Park and Path to Freedom. Path to Freedom now goes on by a couple of lengths. Bletchley Park looking tired. So Path to Freedom at the final fence, landed 3 lengths in front of Bletchley Park in second. U2 Pet is staying on well from a long way back, but Path to Freedom loves it here at Sheriff Hutton, and John Dawson and Path to Freedom go on to stalk the Nellises and Cherry Towers, with U2 Pet very close to second between that one and Bletchley Park. Lord Usher stayed on from a mile back to finish in 4th. And